Welcome,
Yeah,
everybody. Pissing in the wind. Pissers, pissettes, ladies, gentlemen, boys, and girls, whoever's here with us. Thanks for
yeah,
tuning in.
yeah.
We got a
What is this,
special
I already
guest.
episode
know.
I don't even
20,
know. I think it's like 23, something like that.
23?
I think so. I don't remember. But
Yeah.
we got a special guest here, a buddy of mine, Zane, aka Young Zhao, local artist out of
What's going
What's
here
on,
up?
in
Welcome,
everybody?
Zane.
Ybor
Thanks for
City,
joining us.
Florida.
Thanks for having me. Thanks for having me. I appreciate being on here with you guys, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for
yeah.
Uh,
real.
as an avid watcher myself, I'm pretty interested in the tradition of having a drink at the start
Oh,
of the
hell
show.
yeah.
Cool. What are you
All
drinking
right.
on?
Yeah, what you got?
So I got a little bit of some black barrel whiskey right here. Something
Okay.
slight,
Okay.
Hell
pretty
yeah.
good.
Good.
I got so actually Publix had a buy one get one free 6 packs of these golden monkeys. So I got
Ooh.
a regular golden monkey. I don't know if you can see that. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
then I got a sour one also. So I have a
Oh
six
yeah,
pack of the
two of
sour
them.
and I have a 6 pack of the
There
other
you
one. So I
go.
got two to try them
All
both out.
right.
I got
Somebody's about to get cooked.
a classic just Coors Banquet right here.
Nice.
You know
Nothing
what? I can
special.
never complain about a good chord, especially if it's really cold. Oh,
Yeah.
Cheers,
Yeah,
boys.
absolutely.
Bing.
cheers.
All right.
Oof, that's good. Honestly, it kind of tastes like a little bit like
Wow.
bananas.
The regular one?
Yeah, the regular one.
Weird.
It is weird. Yeah, that was good. Yeah, so welcome back, guys. Thanks for tuning in. It's been a little while. I
Yeah.
was moving and shit, so it's just been a long time. But look, I got a new studio background. I hope you guys like it. Some of the old shit, some of the new shit, just some stuff up on the wall for you to look at when I'm talking to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta
So
make it some kind of spice.
yeah, exactly. Yeah,
There you
fucking
go.
got Biggie here with his crown. It's an old license plate from my car when I was living in Colorado. You can't see this picture right here, but this is actually Freddie Mercury and Michael Jackson together. Um,
Bro, I was about to say that picture looked mad familiar.
yeah, they're smoking a cigarette. Freddie Mercury, and Michael Jackson. This
Yep.
is Lionel Richie. I don't know if you guys know who Lionel Richie is, but here's a signature signed fucking autographed vinyl record. Just kidding, it's not a real autograph. Here's some fucking artwork from another guy. His name's Junkyard. He's out here in Tampa, Florida. He makes art. Bought this from him. But some shit, fucking Spider Man and stuff. Anyways, moving
Yeah.
on. Moving on. Moving
Shit,
on.
pretty fucking cool, bro. I like
Uh,
Cool, cool,
that.
cool.
Thank you, thank you. Oh yeah, and here's my basketball trophy. In case you guys are wondering, I'll fucking break your ankles.
Bro,
Oh,
I'll smoke
shoot.
you, bro. I do not want to
What was
hear
that,
that.
like
And we live in the same
2001 right
city, bro.
there?
I swear.
Yeah, 2001. I think I was like 8 or 9. And you want to know the best
Holy
part,
shit.
dude? It's a third place trophy. Watch, hold on.
Boy flexing the third place trophy, bro.
Damn, that's crazy.
Says third
That
place.
long ago?
Wow. I was born in
That's amazing.
2001.
You were born in 2001? What the hell?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I got, you know what? Rico, that reminds me. I want to move our horse riding trophy.
Okay.
So in like 2004, Rico, my other brother, and I, we all won first place at like a 4th of July parade while we were horseback riding. And I have that trophy sitting up
Yeah.
in the living room somewhere. So I'll
Yeah.
move it in here next time.
That's a
Trabuco
pretty
Canyon,
interesting
California.
trophy, though.
That's it. The last time I rode a horse.
Last time I rode a horse, it was the surprise party for my girl. And I surprised her with horseback riding, and I hadn't ridden a horse in, I don't know, 10,
Pro-
15 years.
Probably since then.
Yeah, probably since we won that award. So we went horseback riding somewhere here in Tampa, and I signed us up for this class called Giddy Up and Go, which is kind of like they take you and then they take you on the horse and they take you running on the horse. And I thought that it would start out like just real regular, like where they're just like, okay, let's just like a slow trot, and then like I'm gonna teach you how to gallop, and then we'll teach you how to run.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like that at all. I showed up there and the guy was like, "Do you know how to?" He's like, "Do you know how to canter?" And I was like, "I don't even know what the fuck that is." And he's like, "How long has it been since you rode a horse?" And I was like, "Fuck, dude, like 10, 15 years since I've ridden a horse." And he was like, "Well, you're gonna learn today." And so pretty much they put me on this horse that was they told me right off the bat was like the worst behaved horse there. So they put me on this horse. His name was Apache, and we start the trail and we're walking down the trail for maybe like 15, 20 feet, and then we start sprinting. And so you're like holding onto the fucking horse and you're like sprinting down like super crazy. And we did that twice, and I felt like I got the hang of it by the second time. I was like, okay, like this is kind of like I'm understanding it. You lean back with it, you put
Yeah.
your feet like in the holsters, and you're kind of just like riding with it. So the third time We go on a full canter. We go like full sprint. And the horse takes off. I'm like kind of holding on. I'm like, okay, I can hold on to this. And so I decide like I want to reach in my pocket and grab my phone so I can film what's going on in front of me because my girl's in front of me and she's doing like a really good job riding the horse. So I'm like trying to reach into my pocket to start filming. And like right before we go, like I would reach into my pocket, we go around like a curve. And so I'm like sliding off the horse, like the whole holster is like coming off like a little bit, and I'm like sliding off a little bit to the side. And I remember like looking down and seeing like the horse's legs like galloping in between me. And I'm thinking like if I fall down right now and this horse tramples me, I'm gonna fucking die. So I just like pushed off and I leaped off the horse and I rolled into some bushes and shit. I like tore my shirt up. I was like totally out of breath. I'm like trying to yell for the horse and trying to get everybody to stop, but they're just way the fuck down the trail. But yeah, that was the last time I rode a horse. So
The
I've
worst way it
actually
could have
never done
gone.
that shit.
yeah, I probably won't ride a horse again. But anyways, let me introduce our guest again, Young Zhao, Zane, aka Young Zhao. You have a single coming out soon, don't you?
Yeah, I'm dropping next week actually for real.
Okay.
So me and my boy Jeff, I've been posting him a lot recently, but it's definitely something that I've been producing myself, kind of like what you do, because like the mixing, the editing, it's like the same thing, man. It's a lot of work,
Mhm.
but the effort
Yeah.
into putting those episodes out that you do, or the songs that I'm about to put out next week, I can definitely appreciate that, bro.
Mhm.
So I do appreciate you having me. So
Yeah,
yeah,
of
the song's
course.
called
Yeah, for sure.
Distance. So y'all
What
see it.
what kind of music
What
is it?
happened? So honestly, bro, I would call like some like Travis Scott type of rap. That's probably the best description I could give.
Okay.
It's nothing like too like serious, but it is a bit of a storytelling. Like once you listen to the album from top to bottom. So I'm excited for that to happen, but I got to do a slow rollout.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Cool,
this is
man. Well,
just one song in an album that you're gonna eventually put together.
You already have the album compiled and put together.
Okay.
Like that's
Okay.
it's almost like I'll say like in my Kanye terms, like 85% done.
Okay.
Like I've been working on it for like 6 months, so I want to
Mm.
make sure it comes out
yeah,
like polished and it doesn't sound like shit. So
Hmm.
I'm
yeah.
not gonna put out no dirt. So putting out a single at a time gets some anticipation building. So
Hmm.
It's like
And where is
the
it
teaser.
available?
it's definitely gonna be available on all platforms, all major platforms, at least Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal,
Hmm.
all that kind
Okay.
of stuff. TikTok,
Link
fuck
tree
TikTok.
below, guys. Hit the link tree or hit the link
Yeah,
to
we'll
go check
definitely.
out his thing. Check it out down below, Young Zhao.
Y'all are gonna like it. But for sure though, what I'm really here for is the conversation because y'all be talking about some crazy shit. And
Okay,
I
Oh
just
so
yeah,
be
it
you
sitting there
want
happens.
like,
It
what
happens.
the fuck?
So,
to?
how did you find our podcast? Like, you just pulled up one
All
day,
right, so
two drunk guys who talk about shit.
that could be one description of it, probably
Yeah.
pretty well. But at least not my boy Mango Stunt.
Shout out Mango Snot.
Shout out Mango. Drop him down low too. One of the best
Hmm.
producers as well too when it comes to music as well. Shout out my boy. He told me about you guys, and like we mentioned the conversation, and then I posted it was me, him, and Haikus. You probably don't know who she is. I'm gonna drop that too down there as well. We all linked up together, took a picture, and you followed me off of that. And I was like, oh, okay, pissing in the wind. That's and you like post. I think the first post I saw was like a picture of Dragon Ball Z.
Okay.
I'm like,
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
that's cool. So like automatically got my attention. So I like watched the episode or two. I'm like, yo, these guys are just getting fucked up, talking about the most
Yep.
like there was like crazy as shit. And it's like actually good stuff y'all talk about. It's kind of like unfiltered. And I'll fuck with it. It's cool.
Yeah, hell yeah, cool shit. Yeah, fucking Mango Snot's my boy. So again, shout out, check him out. Who there was somebody else that you said also. We'll put the link below for everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see all the details later. We don't
Yeah,
gotta worry. I posted that shit.
yeah, hell yeah, fuck yeah. Well, if you want to talk about some crazy shit, I got a little bit of something that's a little bit crazy we could talk
Yeah.
about.
All right.
So this is like a piece of tech that I was looking into. That's a little bit crazy. Have either of you guys ever heard of smart dust?
No.
No.
No, smart dust.
Why
If
would
you
that
had to
shit up?
guess, what would you think that it is?
Cocaine.
Something that yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Okay. Okay. A little bit of blow. No. So smart dust refers to tiny wireless micro devices, often no larger than a grain of sand, that can sense, compute, and communicate data about their environment. So
And
it's
A
so
grain of
so if it gets
sand.
in your it can get in your nose and like detect everything you're doing in your body, I guess.
Yeah, so exactly. So think of it as like miniature sensors scattered around like dust. Each tiny little unit, sometimes called a mote, can collect information such as temperature, light, vibration, chemicals, or motion, and send that data wirelessly to a central system. So it could basically be like deployed in a room and you don't even know what's
Yeah.
happening and you can inhale it in. And because it's sending out data, they could basically track you. They can see your heart rate, they can
Hmm.
distribute drugs into your system, they could do different shit like that. I say they a lot, but you
Yeah.
know.
We all know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
What
Yeah,
kind of
Bro.
people you mean?
yeah, cue the guy with a funny hat. Uh but yeah,
The guy
but
with the funny hat is crazy.
but yeah, dude,
We're already getting there.
smart dust, bro. So,
That's insane. Yeah. Because even then, like, if you start going into other things we've talked about where it's like, I don't want to be tracked, I don't want this, and I'm going to,
mhm,
change the way I carry my phone or anything like that.
mhm.
How are you going to defend against this one? You breathe it in, and now they know everything again.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I
Like,
mean, it's not even that they're gonna like know what you're thinking of, but it's gonna be like they're gonna know, obviously like where you are, what you're doing, what
yeah.
you what your body is like on the inside.
The
Yeah.
craziest part is it's just been going on since the 1990s.
The other crazy thing about that could be better for us though is imagine that you get pulled over, they're like, "Hey, you got a DUI," and then you're like, "That smart dust in me says I don't."
Like
That's
jokes on you,
smart.
dude. I took my smart dust this morning.
Yeah.
I mean, it probably could be used in that way. Like if you were to inhale some smart dust while you're like intoxicated, it could like metabolize the alcohol substantially faster.
Yeah,
All right.
probably.
All right, so I can't pull it up right now, but I'm just going to read it out. Each mode contains a sensor computing circuits, a power supply, often utilizing energy harvesting, and a communication device. The concept was popularized in the 1990s by the researchers at University of California, Berkeley. Of course, it's in California.
Fucking
Potential uses
California.
span from agricultural monitoring, tracking crop needs, and structural health monitoring, detecting building corrosion, and even advanced healthcare applications like neuromonitoring. So it's literally supposed to be put like into your brain to detect
Yeah.
what you're doing.
Yeah. Yeah,
Proponent,
just
and then the last thing it was the benefits and risks is the proponents highlight unprecedented environmental monitoring capabilities, while critics raise significant privacy concerns due to the potential for the invisible widespread surveillance.
Yeah.
yeah, that's it again.
So
Surveillance on our people.
the other thing that was in there that I didn't even
That's
think about
insane.
is putting them into like buildings and shit to try and read how well a building structure is going to be.
Well, your Wi-Fi can already read like everything in your room. Do you guys know that?
Well,
Well,
not
Yeah,
that. Like I'm
it's
talking
bouncing. The waves are
specifically
bouncing
like
off.
building it into the materials that you're using to build a house or a skyscraper or something like that. And then these things are
oh,
able to now sense like, hey, this is the quality of concrete. This is the quality of steel. This is everything that we're using to build this building. Here's how much more life it has. And if this happens, now we're going to have an issue.
that's actually a pretty good idea. That makes it not that bad then if you're going to be using it on shit like that. But
Yeah, because
you know,
We all
that
know
sounds like it
what
would
it
be
can
a
be
good
used for.
idea. But
yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
It's,
Yeah, we all
'cause it
know what
sounded
it's
like
it's
when you
for.
read that, it sounded like that's where they started, and then at the end they just quickly threw in like and neuro stuff.
Yeah.
The
So
little guys with the hats want to make sure shit doesn't get down.
Yeah,
yeah. So so when I was actually looking into it, that's exactly one of the things though, Dominic. It says in industry and infrastructure, monitor machinery, buildings, or supply chains. So yeah, put
yeah,
it into like the concrete blocks or the bricks or some shit like that, or the rebar,
yeah,
and then it'll tell you like when it's under stress and different things like that, which is good.
yeah,
That's honestly like not that bad of an idea. If there's an earthquake or something that happens and like one of the buildings survives, you could be like, okay, these are the areas where the structural integrity is compromised.
yeah. And then you're able to go through and like, all right, well now let's have a plan to rebuild floors 4 through 15, but not have to rip the whole building down or something.
Yeah, yeah. That's actually not a bad idea.
That way, I think it could
Wow.
work well.
Yeah,
This shit
yeah.
is super complicated.
Yeah, it's insane how you can have that many like technological things in that small of a piece. But what I was curious about is how does it get power? Because it said what energy harvesting
It's probably solar
Let me see what it's
or
from.
saying.
even like electro if it can harvest energy from your body technically because you're giving off electricity.
Yeah, but how much electricity do you actually give off?
Probably
Oh,
enough.
it actually, bro, the modes have battery lives in them already. So in each dust particle, and it lasts up to 10 years.
10 years?
Damn.
Yeah,
How does
bruh.
it show any kind of like what it looks like at all?
Dude, it's like a little like microchip, bro.
Just floating around through space. Dominic, can you pull it up? Can you and then share your screen?
Yeah, just look up smart
Yeah.
dust and then go to images. You'll see it. It's literally like I don't even know how you would like smell that. That would be
You
too
probably
big.
wouldn't. It probably you probably sneeze, and then like you're just tracked for 10 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be
That's definitely what it's gonna be. You're
And
not gonna
it's
notice it at all.
yeah, and it's trying to get into your bloodstream, stop your heart type of shit.
So these things are super tiny.
yeah, but I don't think they're like that. It's not that small.
For a microchip, they're pretty small though.
That's not dust. Dude, if
No, but
I were
like
to inhale
look at
that, I
this
would
one.
if I were to inhale that, I would know right away.
Exactly. Like,
Come
come on, that's
on.
it's
Look
not
at this
that
one's
bad,
a
but
smart dust on
still.
a finger.
Oh, that's that
But I
one right
mean,
there is fucking
That one's
tiny.
hold
tiny.
on. Yeah, that is pretty small.
What is that military one there, Dominic, on the left hand side? What is smart
This
dust?
one right
How
here.
it's used? Yeah, what is that?
Let's see.
Oh yeah, that shit's actually pretty effective if you really want to use it to spy on somebody.
It's talking about the same kind of thing.
Imagine a cloud of
Billion
sensors.
billions of nanosensors.
Oh my god.
Be kind of crazy if you know what it reminds me of is those like mites that we were not mites, but like those bug robots that were like in harvesting on
Oh.
farms.
Oh yeah, the fucking swarm biotics. Is that
Yes,
what you're
yes,
talking
yeah.
about?
That's what
Yes.
it kind of reminds me of like
Yeah.
think about like you have that and then it just keeps getting smaller and smaller and that one like maybe you can find a way against it and then now they're like all right well we'll just make it smaller and now you can't do anything.
Have you seen that thing that like I think it's like the guy who does Oracle or some shit like that, or maybe or maybe it was yeah the Oracle guy I think who's talking about like constant surveillance for like citizens and shit, and it's like a little wearable device that the camera never turns off. Have you ever seen that?
No, I
No.
thought you were going to talk about just like the way that they're using just cameras everywhere for everything.
Let me look it up real quick.
The amount of surveillance that we have in our country is considerably
Kind of
absurd.
insane. Yeah. I had read somewhere too that like 911 is having we're trying to figure out how to like you can basically allow them to access your phone. And so it would be like, all right, well, you call them, you don't know what's happening, you're trying to explain it, and they're like, just let us access your phone camera. And then now
Oh
they can
hell
just
no.
see the
Yeah, dude,
camera
I
there.
heard about that. And then also
Yeah.
the police officially, I think, have access to your Ring cameras. And what they're
Yeah.
talking about is they're saying that it's used for like to find your lost pets and shit.
Yep. Yeah, I
But
saw that come across
that is fucking crazy. That's literal Big
where
Brother.
it's yeah, it's literally like, all right, if you have a pet, you can upload a picture of it and then it'll access every Ring camera in your area. And just like if that a pet crosses those Ring cameras that kind of look similar, it'll try to pinpoint if it's yours or not.
Yeah. Which is cool, like if you lost your pet, but 100% that's not like the only reason it's being used. That's a soft
No.
launch. That's a
Yeah.
soft launch for facial recognition software.
And then yeah, in like 6 years, they're gonna be like, oh yeah, we also know where you are at every time because of Ring cameras.
Yeah, I mean they basically do, dude. Have you seen that thing where the guy in China, like the foreigner, goes to China and he's like, I want to try to stay hidden for as long as I can, and so he goes into like a rural area of China and he hides, and he's like, okay, like now try to find me, government, and they find him in like an hour. Yeah,
There's
Imagine
so much
he's just using his
CCTV in
phone.
China too.
yeah.
Way
Well, I
too
mean,
much CCTV in China.
you'd be surprised, bro, how much CCTV there is here in America. They're like
I'm not
almost on
surprised at all.
every fucking corner.
Yeah.
Like imagine trying like especially in Ebor, you can't do shit in Ebor with how many cameras there are out there. You're
There's
gonna get
cameras
caught.
everywhere. Even like the regular red light cameras now have like facial recognition and shit.
Yeah.
It's fucking
For
crazy.
sure.
Yeah.
Whenever they take a picture of the vehicle, the van, and all that kind of stuff,
Hmm.
taking a picture of you before too.
Yeah.
For
Like
sure.
Gotta go
when I
to
was
find
talking
a
about before,
database.
though, cue up that video of the Oracle guy talking about this camera that follows everybody around and shit. And here, hold on, let me see if I can share my
Yeah.
screen. Maybe you guys can hear it. This guy, it's fucking crazy, bro. He's talking about like some type of
Yeah, I
wearable
see this shit.
camera.
Yeah. So is that something that you would have to like sign up to do, or they're just gonna force us all to wear a camera?
I think at first it's going to be like a voluntary thing, and then eventually it's going to be like a forced thing. I already don't like that Oracle guy.
Yeah, this one's just like, why would I want someone just watching every single move that I do every day and knowing about it? Like I know it happens, but I don't see it all the time.
I mean, we're like probably consent to it whenever we're doing like the privacy stuff, where you're signing up for
Yeah, you
apps or
probably
like
do like the
credit
TikTok one
cards
and
and all that
shit.
type of shits.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But like
like
again,
Spotify.
with
Like
that
what?
one,
Go
like you
ahead.
don't see it happening to you actively. And it's not, it
Like
doesn't
what?
like physically bother you and like, oh, I have to wear this thing.
All right, let me see if you guys can hear this.
Do the same thing with Spotify. So if you like post music on Spotify, they can take that and publish their own music somewhere else, and you can't do shit about it because you're signing up for it
Yeah.
on their privacy services. It's insane. These companies are really getting greedy on how much they want to take from
Can you
us,
see it?
Yeah.
how little we own.
Can you hear it?
No. So
Now
you
it's
have to
not
do the
playing.
voice.
Oh, I can't even. I can't hear it either.
Dude, you're doing something wrong. I can always hear it when I play the video and it's so loud. That's why I just do the voices for you guys.
Okay, hold on, hold
Who
on. I'll
the
tell
fuck
you.
is that?
Hold on. Don't talk.
That's
I'll
the
tell you what
Oracle
he's
guy.
saying. I'll tell you what he's saying.
Okay.
Body cameras. We completely redesigned body cameras. Our body cameras cost $70, and the camera's always on. You don't turn it off. And by the way you turn it on and off, you can't turn it off. Oracle. I need 2 minutes to take a bathroom break, and then we'll turn the camera off. The truth is, we don't really turn it off. I'm going to lunch with my friends. Oracle, I need an hour for privacy with lunch with my friends. God bless. We won't listen in unless there's a court order. We transmit the video back to headquarters. So headquarters and AI is constantly monitoring video. The police will be on their best behavior because we're constantly recording and vouching and recording everything that's going on. Citizens will be on their best behavior because we're constantly recording everything and reporting everything that's going on. And it's unimpeachable. The cars have cameras on them. These are the kind of systems that we can build using AI.
I
But
think
yeah,
maybe he's just a
that's
pervert. He just wants to watch everyone
I
eat.
know. He just wants to fucking watch everybody. But
Like
yeah,
the first
that's
thing he thought about was somebody being in the bathroom.
I
I know.
know.
That's what I
He's like, when
thought
you
though.
just whip out your penis, like, and you don't want anyone looking, I'm looking. I'm always looking. I watch
At
every
that
piss
point,
He
that
goes, I
there
need an
is.
I
hour to
just,
use the bathroom.
bro, for real, I would start
But
shitting on
whatever.
the phone camera at that point.
Okay, no
If you
problem.
really,
That's honestly, that actually is really fucking funny. Oh, you need an hour to go to the bathroom? No problem. We'll turn the cameras off. Actually, they're still recording. That's what he said.
all right,
He's
bet,
like,
just drop
I'm
a
not
juice
gonna
right on it.
look. Yeah.
Actually, they're still recording.
Yeah.
That's so fucking funny, dude.
He's like,
Because
I
of
only
blind.
wanted this just to watch people in the bathroom. I
Yeah.
don't care about the rest of this.
But he's talking about like an AI software that's going to be installed on basically every like public camera. So body cams for
Yeah.
police officers, video cameras in your Tesla, street light cameras on the fucking corners, whatever. He's
Yeah.
just
All
talking
the
about
CCTVs,
yeah, yeah, and then it's reporting back via
ATMs,
AI. Yeah, ATMs, dude. How much
like
money you're
every
pulling out
single
and
thing.
shit.
Yeah.
They've,
That's
and the crazy part about all these systems that they've been had it since like the 1970s and 80s. Like this shit's been
yeah.
just been getting like really advanced with AI now, with how
I
Yeah.
quick
know
the recognition can go.
AI is fucking getting scary now too.
And then now they're at least like starting to tell us like, hey, we're gonna do this, even though they've been doing it 30 years.
Dude, so remember like
That's the government, man.
yeah, I
Yeah.
know. So you know how like when you get AI videos and stuff, and like now it's a little harder to tell, but when they started getting really good, you could tell like they were kind of AI because everything was like a little bit shinier and like the
Yeah.
gloss was like a little bit weird, and you're like, okay, that's like obviously an AI video.
Yeah.
I was watching X Files recently, and there's like an X Files episode from like the early '90s or like early 2000s where they're talking like Mulder gets abducted by aliens, and the whole thing is he's been abducted for like months, but they're feeding him this like AI reality so that way he doesn't want to escape. They're like letting him do experiments on him because he's seeing an AI reality. And in
Yeah.
a part of it, he's talking about like what it was like, and he's like, I knew that it was fake because everything was like too shiny. It looked real, but it was just too shiny. And I was like, that's exactly AI
What the
right
fuck?
now. And
Yeah.
that was like in like 2002, 2001, maybe 99, some shit like that. It's fucking crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
X Files is a
I
good
get
show.
it
I
is,
get
dude. I
people
think
on
it's a soft
Instagram
launch
sending me
for.
like videos of AI all the time,
Mhm.
and I don't know that they can tell. I'm convinced that they're just like, this guy is hilarious, and it's
Like
just AI.
some of the stuff mom sends us,
Yeah.
and we're like, Mom, that's. At this point, I don't even say anything. I'm just like, yeah,
Nope.
that's.
I just let it go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
haha, that is funny, Mom. That hyena can talk.
My grandmother does the same
Yeah.
thing. She literally just like pulls out a video and it's like, bro, obviously I'm not watching this shit.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll just heart him.
I won't even do that.
You know,
I
Dominic.
forgot who it was. Somebody that sent me. I'm sure you guys have seen it. The one where like the baby stands up and runs out of the room right after getting birthed.
No, isn't that like a
Like it's
Cheetos
just like a
commercial?
naked. No, it's like just an AI video on Instagram Reels or something.
No, I've
But
never
like,
seen
yeah,
that.
this baby just like starts running around the room and leaves. And someone had sent it to me with like a laughing face, and I was like, this is clearly not real.
I mean, the thing
You
is
call
too
that
about
goy
things like
slop.
that. Yeah, dude, hell yeah, goy stop. The thing about things like that too is like even if I know they're not real, like that's not entertaining in any way. Like I
No,
don't think that
like
that's funny, dude.
not at
Like,
all.
like a cat doing the mamba, like that shit's not funny, dude. Get that fuck out of
AI is
here.
No.
frying a lot of people's brains, and I'd be like, you'll talk to somebody that obviously uses Chat GPT every day, and it's like, bro, you're fucking cooked.
Chat
Like, just,
GPT
Yeah.
and like Grok and stuff like are starting to not work as well anymore because the internet is so oversaturated with AI that it
Yeah.
gets its own advice from itself. So it's
Yeah.
just like
It's just
slowly the dead internet
recycling.
theory. Hey, do you guys
yeah.
know what the dead internet theory is?
No. I
No,
don't
You
I've
never
not
I
heard
heard
of
haven't
of
that
that
heard
one.
that.
before? All right, hold on. Let me look it up so I can actually read to you what it
Yeah.
is.
Yeah. I
Um,
have noticed that because I'll use AI like ChatGPT for things and then be like, yeah, this is wrong. And I'll just go find it on my own. But I feel like it's slowly getting worse and worse and worse. Where when I started, it was fairly good. Sometimes it would be wrong. And now it's just like every single thing they give me is
Oh
wrong.
shit!
So this is the
I
dead
just
internet theory, real quick. The dead internet theory is a conspiracy theory that asserts since around 2016, the internet has consisted primarily of bot activity and automated content manipulated by algorithmic curation. This alleged coordinated effort aims to control the population and reduce genuine human interaction. Supporters of the theory claim that social bots were deliberately created to manipulate algorithms and enhance search results to influence consumers. Some proponents also accuse government agencies of using bots to shape public perception and opinions. That's like literally the internet right now.
Yeah.
if you read under it, bro, it says 70% of social media is believed to be generated by AI.
Yeah, well, hell yeah, dude. I see
Yeah.
so many.
Oh, for sure.
There is one thing that it's this page that does like cooking videos and like recipe videos, but every single video is AI. And
Yeah.
people are commenting on it like, "Oh, that looks so delicious." And it's like very obviously AI. They're like dipping into a
Yeah.
bowl of tomato soup and then like potatoes and shit come out of it. It's like but still, but also you can notice too, like when people have like those automatic bots that reply to their own videos, where it's they have like to
Yeah.
engage shit, and
Engagement farming.
yeah, yeah, and it's like this is
Yep.
obviously a fucking bot that's just you here to
That's how like a lot of like SoundCloud rappers got blown up is by like botting their whole music
yeah,
because they can just make their likes look good and the label looks sees them. Oh, I'm getting like 50K likes,
yeah,
and then when they actually go on stage and shit, they're dog shit.
yeah.
Like
Yeah.
me,
Yeah.
like me and you saw that together at Rico at that when we first went out together.
Oh yeah, that like that hip hop thing we went to. Yeah, for sure, bro. Some of those
Yeah,
guys
bro.
too were like completely off. Like the thing is, they had their own song playing in the background, and they were still like off tempo. Like
They're like,
yeah,
hold up, I never heard this one before.
yeah, yeah,
But it's funny
yeah.
that the like for real, like back to the internet theory, I had just a thought about that. If you think about it, like, oh, I miss 2016, I miss 2016, like theory, like when it was like, oh, when everyone was like, I miss 2016. That's probably really was the last year that everybody was just chronically online. It was just human beings on there.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, I think like MySpace was like the last like real because there was bots in MySpace too.
Damn, I'm
Um,
not that old, bro.
Today's episode is brought to you by Young Zhao.
If you like bad emo bitches, Young Zhao approved, Young Zhao sponsored.
Moving on to some other shit. I know you like some of the stuff that we're doing here. So, have you ever heard of Conplan 8888?
Con Plan 8888.
Mm-hmm.
No.
That I've fuck no.
No? Okay. So
No.
Conplan
I'll look it up.
8888 is the real life plan that the government has for zombies. It's a real fucking thing that the government has, and they have like a bunch of different steps that they've actually like laid out, like real
Yeah.
steps that they've laid out.
bro.
like
Like
a
the way
step by
they
step
explain this
guide on how
shit.
to create zombies.
Yeah, but not even just that. Like they have different classifications. They have like a pathogentic zombie, which is an
Evil
infectious.
magic.
Yeah, evil magic zombie. So they have
This is
we'll
just like
go
Scooby Doo 2,
we'll
Monsters
go
Unleashed.
well this is real government
when,
shit, bro.
when
Bro,
Fred,
if the
he
government's
was like,
confirming that this stuff is real,
on
bro,
how to
we
make
should really be like looking
monsters.
into it.
Yeah, the dude, come on. Zombies? I'm so scared of zombies. I have zombie nightmares all the time.
If they're able to
I
test this,
never.
like these theories against evil magic zombies, they have to have been making those zombies come to life themselves.
So that's I think the evil magic comes to like what the Nazis were doing during World War II, where they were trying to
Oh
like,
fuck,
summon the devil and shit.
Yeah.
that's where Hitler went wrong. But we're not gonna get into that conversation, gang.
That's where Hitler went wrong. He was good until then. You
Nah,
know
nah,
what?
I
I'm into it. I'm into everything
Uh,
he did. But once he started to bring the devil in, I got pretty offended.
there's a certain point where like he fucked up at really bad. It definitely was first of all, of course, I don't think it's 6 million, but killing Jewish people is genocide. That's wrong. Off rip, off
Genocide
rip.
in general is wrong. I can agree with that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the genocide
I
is
don't think it
genocide
matters
is
that it was the
genocide.
Jews. I think it just matters that it was genocide.
Yeah.
Genocide is genocide. But the way that he started like abusing drugs and acting like an idiot and expending all of the resources that Germany had, he overdid it, and that's why they lost the war because
Well,
they were
they
beating
were like
everybody on every
shooting
front.
him up with meth in the guy's defense. Look, I'm not
He was
defending.
he
I'm
was
not
doing this
defending
as
him
Jesse
in any.
Owens, bro. He's
We're
rocking
not
back and
saying we're
forth.
pro Hitler, but
Yeah, not
No,
in
no,
any
no, no,
way.
no, no, no,
But what
no,
I
no. This
am
is just from a
saying
historical stance. From
is
a
if your
historical stance.
doctor started shooting you up with methamphetamine, I think you'd probably become a little crazy too.
yeah,
That's all I'm
yeah,
saying.
yeah,
That's all I'm saying. Yeah.
I mean, I'll give it
Cheers.
to you. He
Cheers to
was doing.
that.
yeah. All we're saying is he could have been a good guy without the drugs.
There was a possibility
If
he
only
could
they
have
let him
been.
into
There
art
was a
school.
chance. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, bro.
This sour beer is actually pretty good. I'm gonna be totally honest with you. I
Well, it's
finished
kind
it
of good.
already. It was delicious. It was fucking delicious. Do you guys ever play the lottery?
I have bought two lottery tickets, like the big ones,
Mhm.
when it got over 1 billion,
I did that as
and
well.
that's it. Actually, I
Yeah.
bought a couple scratchers sometimes when I like go in and I'm like, this is $5 of stuff, and I have $6 worth of cash. Might as
Yeah.
well just get $1 scratcher.
Yeah, dude, I like that.
Might as well.
That's a gambling addiction.
Yeah.
I legitimately do not do that. I just go to the casino and gamble instead.
The reason I bring
Mm,
that up is because have you guys heard that like the lottery is a scam, basically? Like it's a CIA, FBI
yeah,
scam.
Oh yeah, I have heard that.
100% believe it. And they just like they pick a winner that they know and just give them the money,
Yeah.
and then they fund them
Yeah.
back in anyways.
Yeah. So did you hear that Jeffrey Epstein won the lottery like twice?
When like a month ago.
Dude, imagine. Palm Beach Pete. What happened to that?
Yeah.
What happened to that fucking guy?
You know what's
He's out
crazy?
there
It's the same.
somewhere.
He's
He
still chilling.
he was like
Go
all
find
over
him.
the
You guys are
internet for like
close.
2 weeks. Palm Beach is pretty far, bro. It's like 4.5 hours.
After
Oh
he
yeah, is it
hesitated with
across
that
the
lie
entire
detector,
fucking country like me?
he has the same
I've
tattoo as
driven.
Epstein.
I've driven home from.
Yeah.
He's the same tattoo as Epstein too.
Yeah,
I didn't
dude.
know that
Same
Here,
part.
tattoo.
let's pull it up, Dominic, if you don't mind. Michael Jack's son, Michelle Jack's son, if you don't mind, can you pull up real quick similarities between Palm Beach Pete and Epstein, please?
Physical appearance has been described as uncanny. Similar gray hair, facial features, and glasses. They're both associated with Palm Beach, Florida. Pete is a former real estate executive and avid tennis player who, like Epstein, has been seen in the area. The convertible image is a viral video showing Pete driving a convertible in South Florida, which sparked jokes that Epstein is alive. Let's see.
He didn't even have the same ears when he quote unquote died in the jail cell.
Dude, it's all fucked. It's all
Or the
weird.
tattoo.
Well, have you seen that other thing where it was like a what the fuck are they called? The people who do science on dead bodies.
Mortician?
Yeah. She like released a video showing the pictures of that they had released of Epstein after they took pictures of his dead body, and she was like, they're at this point saying he's been dead for this long. He's way too colored to be dead that long.
Hey, no offense, dude. I'm sorry.
Um,
I am sorry. I'm sorry for that
I'm not
joke.
gonna lie. I was sitting nodding my head, and it just like that shit just flew right past my
Yeah,
head.
Yeah, I thought it
yeah.
flew over your head. When you didn't. Yeah.
I was like, yeah, I was like, I was following it along because I'm like, yeah, that's exactly what happened though. Like
Yeah,
the body was way too colorful for it
yeah.
Nah, for real though.
to be like that.
Uh, yeah, but
It,
she was
it,
like, he has way too much color still to be dead. Like if he was dead this long, he would just look pale, white, gone.
Mm.
Um, she was like, if you look at the way that his forehead is right in that picture and the way his eyes are, you can tell that they're forcibly being closed and not just closed.
That's
Like
so
you,
funny. It's
she's
just a dude laying on the
yeah, she
bed.
was
He's
like,
like
there's
closing
you
his
can
eyes super
very
tight.
clearly see a difference in when you just like you close your eyes versus when your eyes are just closed. Because if you ever try to like close your eyes and pretend you're asleep, you know how you can feel it right
Yeah.
here that you're doing
Sometimes your
that.
eye will like move a little bit too.
Yeah, and
it's
she was
like
like,
just like a strain.
once
Yeah.
you start studying like the body, you learn how to tell those differences.
Mm.
And so she was like, in this picture, you can see this is just a dude closing his eyes who looks like he's like holding his breath or something.
The
Uh,
government does not care anymore. We're just gonna have a dude sleeping in the middle of a jail cell. Like, oh yeah, this guy's dead.
yeah, it'll be like that clip from The Office when Oscar's supposed to be dead and he blinks.
Yeah.
They just released that and they're like, yeah, this
Yeah.
guy died.
Dude, I mean, some of the shit that they've been releasing about that is kind of like a blatant slap in the face. It's almost just like they're just like, yeah, this is fake. What are you gonna do about it?
Yeah,
What are you gonna do?
everyone's gonna know, but
They had Pam
can't do
Bondi and
anything.
all these other people sit there in these depositions talking straight bullshit for days about how the Epstein files are on their desk and they're gonna do something about it. But if they did something about it, it would have been done by now. These people have been eating babies, and it's
They've
literally
literally,
on fire.
yeah, they've literally said
Yeah,
it'll bring an end to our current democracy, like as we know it, which is fine, I guess. But it's just like, do it, dude. Obviously, you guys are fucked. Like,
yeah,
It's just a bunch of just it's so disgusting the way they be doing that stuff.
yeah,
And I
yeah,
mean, they just don't want to lose their power. And if we really do
yeah.
actually
That's the
band
thing.
together and do something about it, it would be over in
I
a
agree.
heartbeat.
I agree, guys.
Almost like the Russian Revolution.
Hmm. Look, I never condone any type of violence ever. I don't think that we should ever go out there and be violent. But what we need
No.
to do is come together as a people, coordinate, dude, with your fucking neighbors. If you're unhappy with it, go talk to somebody else who's unhappy with it and figure out a way to change it. Even if it's at a small level, even if we're starting with the city government first, state government, fucking local government, work your way up. That's the only way that we can do it, dude. That's the only way we're
Yeah,
going to be able to make a
Yeah.
change.
That's why you got to vote for your mayors whenever you got to vote. You don't
Exactly.
just go voting for your senator and think your local area is going to change. It's
Show
not.
up to your
hmm
local city council meetings. Vote on what they're going to do with that empty plot of land. Start
yeah,
learning what's going on.
Yeah.
yeah. It's never you're never gonna get anything if you're just like, man, we should change,
Yeah.
and that's where it ends. Like
Yeah.
you got to get in, step in, and do more about it.
Yeah. Look, dude, we're the people's podcast. All we can do is tell you what's going on. It's up
Yeah.
to you to make a difference. Try to go out there and move boulders for us. We're doing our part. Do your fucking part too.
I'm done.